Hey, welcome back, my amazing students. In this tutorial, we are going to practice subtraction, regrouping the ones, tens, and hundreds place value, okay? So, in this problem, we see that we have 546 minus 279, okay? First step, we have to rewrite the problem. Okay, so write the big number minus the small number, and whenever we do that, we need to line up our place values by the hundreds, the tens, and the ones. And you can draw this chart here like so if you need to. Okay, so 5 in the hundreds, 4 in the tens, and 6 in the ones. Minus 2 in the hundreds, 7 in the tens, and 9 in the ones. Equals. Okay, so we rewrote our problem. Oops. Now we need to draw a base 10 just to make sure that we subtract correctly. It's a great way to check our work. Oopsies. Okay, oops, base 10. Okay, so we're going to draw this. Only the top number, not the bottom number, because this is subtraction. We have 6 ones. Okay, 4 tens. And we have 5 hundreds. Okay. Remember, the hundreds are the big squares, okay? Okay, so now we showed the top number and base 10, 546. All right, so our next step is to subtract the ones. Okay, 6 minus 9. I cannot take 9 away from 6, so I need to regroup. That means I need to borrow from the next place value over. Okay, I need to borrow from the tens place value, so I'm going to take 1 10 and I'm going to bring it over to the ones place value, and I'm going to explode it into 10 pieces. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay? Whoop, so we took away 1 minus 1. 4 minus 1 leaves us with 3. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we added 10 to the next place value that needed it. Whoop. Okay, so we take away 1 from the tens place value and add 10 to the ones place value. We put the 10 on our head, we have 10. I'm going to count on 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yep, 16. Okay. Another way of writing this would be 10 plus 6. 0 plus 6 is 6, and 1 plus 0 is 1. We get 16. Okay? You may have seen this in the other tutorials about regrouping the ones and tens and regrouping the tens and hundreds in subtraction. Okay, so now we can subtract the ones. 16 is big enough to take away 9, so let's show that in our picture. Let's take away 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and that leaves us with 6, 7. Okay, our next step, I don't have enough room to write this here, but I'm going to come over here. Our next step is to subtract the tens place value. Okay, so, oopsies, I forgot to cross these out earlier. It's good to cross out the top number when you're changing it, just so you know that you already took care of it, the whole regrouping, okay? Okay, 3 minus 7. I cannot take 7 away from 3, so I have to regroup again. Okay, let me show this in, maybe if I have it, another color. Okay, not to get confused. we regrouped once, we're going to regroup again, or a second time. Or sometimes a question might ask you, which problem, number sentence, do you need to subtract twice? Okay. What it means is when you first subtract the ones and the tens, and then you have to go subtract the tens and the hundreds, or regroup the tens and the hundreds. Okay. Regroup the ones and the tens, so we could subtract the ones place value. Now we actually need to regroup again because we cannot take 7 from 3. So I'm saying, hey neighbor, can I borrow from you? Sure. I'll give you one of my hundreds. When we do that, we break the 100 into 10 tens, I'm sorry. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, that's 10 tens. Now, we took away 1 from the hundreds. Okay, and we're left with 4. Okay, we no longer have just 3 tens. We added 10 more tens. Okay, so 10 plus 3 more makes 13. Okay, so what's in the green over here is showing the regrouping once. The purple shows us regrouping a second time. So now we're ready to subtract the tens. 13 minus 7. Well, we need to take away 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And that leaves us with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay? All right. Oops, I forgot to cross this out as well, saying, hey, we took care of them already and did our regrouping. 4 minus 2. That leaves us with 2 hundreds. Okay? So 546 minus 247 leaves us with 267. Okay? So that is how we regroup, subtract with regrouping the ones, tens, and hundreds. Now let's take a look at a word problem. Okay? 500 bees are in the hive. 357 bees leave the hive. How many bees are still in the hive? This is like saying how many bees are left. Okay? This means that it's a subtraction. Okay? How many bees are left in the hive? Okay? So, they give us how many bees were there in the beginning, 500, and they tell us how many bees leave. They're no longer there, 357. Okay, I wrote the subtraction problem. Okay? You can draw the chart if you need to, or you can just write it like this, lining up your place values. Okay. So now what we're going to do is we're going to subtract the ones. You can use base 10, but I'm going to show you this one without the base 10 first, okay? We cannot take 7 from 0. We need to go to our neighbor. He doesn't have any either. Yep. So I need to go to the hundreds. Hundreds, can I borrow from you? Sure. We need to take away 1. 5 minus 1 gives us 4. We need to add 10 to the tens place value. That gives us 10, because 10 plus 0 is 10. But we need to give to the ones place value, which means that we actually have to take away from the tens place value 110. So I'm going to do minus 1 here. 10 minus 1 is 9. And we have to add 10 here to the ones place value. And again, 10 plus 0 makes 10. Okay? I did this in 2 different colors, so it's a bit easier to see. When we do subtraction like this versus our last question, we call this subtracting across zeros, because you had to go from the ones place right away, the tens, all the way to the hundreds. Wow, that was a really big step. However, we did take care of our regrouping, okay? All right, now we are ready to subtract the ones. 10 minus 7. We can draw a picture for that if we need to. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 minus 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That leaves us with 3. 10 minus 7 is 3. 9 minus 5. I know this is in the tens place value. I could draw that here. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. I need to take away 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that leaves us with 4. Okay, I have 4 hundreds. I could draw that, or I could just do the math in my head. I know that's 1, but I'm going to do this to show you, because we always like to check our work, or prove that our answer is correct. 4 minus 3, 1, 2, 3. I took away 3, and I have 1 left. Okay, so 500 minus 357 is 143. Okay, let's try another problem. And I'm going to change the numbers just a little bit to give you another example of subtracting across zeros. Okay, I'm actually going to change this number here to 300. Okay, so Jenna had 300 books. She gave away 139 books. How many books does she have left? Okay, start with a big number. 300 minus 139. Okay, let's subtract the ones. We cannot take 9 away from 0, so we have to borrow from the tens place value. Whoop. I already know that I have to regroup. The tens doesn't have enough. I know I have to regroup this. And the hundreds has enough, so they can give us 1. We take away 1. 3 minus 1 is 2. I need to add 10 to the tens place value. 10 plus 0 makes 10. But I need to take care of this ones place value, which means I need to regroup again. Taking away 1 from the tens place, 10 minus 1 is 9. And I add 10 to the ones place value. Okay, 10 plus 0 is 10. Now I can do the subtraction. Okay, I know that 10 minus 9 is 1. 9 minus 3 is 6. And 2 minus 1 is 1. Okay, that's using mental math. If you need to draw the base 10 values to check your work, you can do it. 10 ones, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10 minus 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, leaves me with 1. That is correct. 9 tens, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Oopsies. It's a 9, not a 10. Be careful not to do that. Oops. Always check to make sure that you drew your base 10 correctly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. That is correct. 9 minus 3, 1, 2, 3. And that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's correct. 2 in the hundreds place value minus 1 leaves us with 1. Okay, so that is the tutorial on how to subtract, regrouping the ones, tens, and hundreds. I hope this helped, and until next time, bye.